Good morning, children. Welcome to the online session of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Children, we are back with our chapter 3. In this chapter, we have discussed in our previous class about some of the concept. They were going concern concept, then consistency concept, and accrual concept. Today, let us discuss some of the accounting principles. So here are 5 accounting principles. Some more are there, but today we will discuss only 5. So first accounting principle is accounting entity or business entity principle. Second one is money measurement principle. Third one is accounting period principle. Fourth one is full disclosure principle. Fifth one is materiality principle. So let us discuss each one of these. The first principle is accounting entity or business entity principle. According to the business entity principle, business is considered to be separate and distinct from its owner. Children, though it is the businessman who have invest the money in the business, but from the accounting point of view or from the business point of view, they will be recognized as separate entity. Okay, business transactions are recorded in the books of accounts from the business point of view and not from that of the owner. So when you record the transaction in the books of accounts, it will be recorded from the business point of view and not from the owner's point of view. So this principle tells us that business and businessman or owner are separate entity. The business and its owner are two separate existence entity. Any private or personal income and expenses of the owner should not be treated as the income and expenses of the business. So a private income or expenses of owner will not be considered as income or expenses of the business. So both the party are separate, are having a separate existence. So that is our business entity or accounting entity principle. Now let us move to the second principle, that is money measurement principle. So according to this principle, money measurement principle, transactions and events that can be measured in money terms, only those transactions which can be measured in money terms will be recorded in the books of account of the enterprise. Then the third principle says that it is about accounting period principle. The life of an enterprise is divided into time intervals, which are known as accounting periods. So the life of the enterprise is divided into a small period, and for what this accounting period is considered? It is considered so that we can come to know about our profit and loss situation and the situation of our balance sheet. So at the end of which an income statement and position statement are prepared to show the performance and the financial position of the company. So if we are following this accounting period principle, so during some interval time we can come to know about our performance of the company, and we can also see the balance sheet which shows the financial position of the company. So this was accounting period principle. Next one is full disclosure principle. According to this principle, there should be complete and understandable reporting on the financial statements of all significant information relating to economic affairs of the entity. So according to this principle, all the details, important information related to the company or its economic affair should be shown in the financial statement of the company. It should not be hidden. Okay, it should be disclosed. If it is a material fact, it should be certainly disclosed. So that is what our fifth point is, materiality principle. It refers to relative importance of an item or an event. According to the American Accounting Association, an item should be regarded as material if there is a reason to believe that knowledge of it would influence the decision of an informed investors. So, this principle says that all the important information which may change or influence the decision of the informed investors should be certainly revealed to the parties involved. So, all the relative important items or events should be disclosed. So, children, this is all about the accounting principles. So, there are 5 types of principles which we have studied today. Tomorrow or in the next class, we will discuss more of these principles. This is a very important and basic principle related to accountancy which you should certainly study properly. So, accounting entity or business entity principle is about it gives us information about business and businessman are 2 separate entity in the from the point of view of law. It is 2 separate entity. Money measurement principle says that only those transactions which can be measured in the money form can be recorded in the books of accounts. And accounting period principle says that our life of a company is divided into small intervals, and through these small intervals we can come to know about the performance of the company, and we can come to know about the position of the business. Then we have full disclosure principle, in which we saw that all the important informations related to the company should be disclosed to its users. Then materiality principle means those informations which may change the decision of the investors should certainly be communicated to the investors or whoever is concerned to that information. So these are the 5 accounting principles. You have to read and understand this principle thoroughly. A test paper is attached related to this topic. Attend the test paper and meet you in the next class with some more principles. So till then, goodbye.